Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tooblack, once again, enjoying the spring. The spring is springing, so the spring is springing. So the sun, it's getting warmer, and the flowers are coming out. There's a little bird. Oh, shit! I can't see it, but there's a little bird just jumped on the tree. I'm gonna rig up my real camera so you can see these things clearly. Oh, there's another fat one up there. Sons of bitches. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy keeps jumping around. He's a black and white one. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, come in here, mate. Oh, he's just run off. Anyway, right. What we're gonna talk about is mortgages, because somebody just was asking about this mortgage business. Now, the funny thing about mortgage is this: I keep explaining to people, if you're gonna get a mortgage, the best thing for you to do is to find out what a mortgage is. You see, if you're going to get a dog, find out what a dog is. Don't go and buy a cat and think it is a dog. Don't get a mortgage if you don't know what it is. I mean, I've met people who have a mortgage and they don't even have the title deed to the property. I mean, right. In any case, if you're someone who has a mortgage and you want to discharge it, there's various ways you can do it. So far, we have about 7, but today I'm going to run through 4 quickly, so you don't have to waste your time writing back and forth and arguing with people with the banks and their lawyers and all this other business, you see. So I'm going to give you, I'll give you 4 ways that you can discharge your so-called mortgage. Number 1, you need to know what a mortgage is. Okay, once you found out what it is, then your first solution, if you have a problem whereby you're unable to satisfy the obligation of the mortgage, i.e., you're unable to make your monthly repayments, and the bank solicitors write to you and say that they're going to take the property away at a certain time. You see, if you don't pay up, your first solution is this. You write to them a conditional acceptance, letter of conditional acceptance, saying, fine, you come and take your house, because I don't think I'll be able to pay for it anymore anyway. You come and take your house. However, here's my schedule of losses that I've incurred in making this house habitable. This is the value that I've added to the property. And then you put together a schedule of losses or expenses that you've put into the house. And you count everything, including the painting of it, the carpeting, everything that you're going to leave there. Because when you move in, the house is a shell. You make it habitable. So you give them a conditional acceptance, say, come on this day, come and get your house, but make sure you've got a bag full of money for me. Okay? And if you don't show up on this day, it means I don't owe you any money, and you're going to stop writing to me and harassing me with all this bullshit. Number 1, proprietor's lien. It's like a mechanic's lien. So you're simply asking for the value that you've added onto the property. Right? Number 2, you, if you are part of the herd, people who operate on the herd mentality, if you are part of the herd, then you'll have a socialization number that puts you inside the herd. So you'll have a number, right? A number, remember that. There's a man and there's a number. When you get socialized, put into a herd, you get branded with a number. Now this number is your exemption, you see. In this case, your so-called birth certificate number, or the number of the record of your live birth, That's the exemption. So what you do is you create a promissory note to whatever value you want. I have a sample here. Well, it looks something like that. Easy peasy. The wording's got to be right. It's not the best of cameras, but the point is you create a promissory note. You put it on bonded paper. You seal it. You autograph it. And you send it to the bank. Ask them with the proper language and give them the proper authority to go and monetize that, to settle any obligation and satisfy the mortgage, or settle the account. Simply because there is no money. All we have now is fiat currency. This is fiat currency, promissory note. Number 2. Number 3, you as a proprietor, look through the paperwork and you'll see. There's a lender, there's a borrower. Now, the borrower enters a unilateral agreement with themselves where they agree to pay not the lender, but the bank money. So that's the agreement you're in now. Okay? So read it. It's in the wording. Okay? So that being the case, the bank is not a signatory to the agreement. You write a letter of claim and send it to the bank. You claim the house. Right? You claim the house via commercial affidavit, whereby if the bank does not rebut your claim over the house, you put it in the public record that the bank has no objection to you claiming the house. Because you're the proprietor. And it's a unilateral agreement, they're no signatory to it. But you abandoned it. Okay, number 4. You acknowledge the deed. There's 3 parties to the paperwork. Mortgager, mortgager, mortgagee, and the bank. Lender, borrower, and the bank. Okay? So what you need to do is, you're both the mortgager and the mortgagee. So you took the mortgage, you are meant to take the mortgage to the mortgagee for acknowledgement. This is never done, right? So you need to accept the mortgage as the mortgagee, acknowledge it via commercial affidavit, put it in the public record that the mortgagee of this property has accepted the deed, and the deed is satisfied. The mortgage is paid as of the day of closing. Okay? So there you go. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time I'll give you the other 3 that I have. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other ways that you could sort this thing out. So I don't know why people are screaming and shouting and arguing. Because controversy is commercial dishonor. You cannot cause dispute and arguments in commerce. It's conditional acceptance. Let them prove their claims. Let them prove that they gave you a bag of money, i.e. gold or silver. All right? So that's your mortgage. I'll give you a bit more next time. So it's Tooblack in it. If you don't like it, you know what to do.